it's not even snowing. It hasn't snowed for at least 6 or 8 hours. Welcome to our winter concert. We're all very pleased that we were able to manage to pull it off tonight, and it's worth it. We had a school performance this afternoon, and all 3 groups that performed did a wonderful job. Maybe the best I've heard in years. So I hope that it goes well tonight for you to hear. We will be welcoming in our 4th grade band, or 1st year band, our 5th grade band, usually 2nd year players, and our chorus, which is a combination of 4th and 5th grade students, and there's a lot of overlap between the groups. So at this point, I will introduce Mr. Carter at the beginning of our concert.
Good evening and welcome to the annual Plymouth Center Winter Band and Chorus Concert. As Mrs. Collins said, the first group that you're going to be hearing from will be our 4th grade band. Now remember, these are students that 4 months ago didn't even know how to open the case. And I said, guys, you did really good today, but these are the folks that pay the bills. So with no further ado, here's our 4th grade band. During springtime in New England, the ice and snow resume liquidity. Summer brings higher temperatures and a plethora of humidity. Autumn brings the colors that in turn bring lots of tourists. I view the leaves from up a tree. I'm a leaf-peeping purist. But wintertime brings mixed reviews. Some hate the snow and cold. By mid-February, most think shoveling's getting old. I snowblade, so snow's cool with me. Oh yes, all pun intended. I glide down mountains, I weave and spin, and sometimes I'm upended. I love the change of seasons here. No place would I rather be. Not even the capital of Wales, old Cardiff by the sea. Much too often, wonder is dismissed in this age of reason. Except this time of year as we celebrate the season. There's Christmas songs galore, and some for Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. Hope in every language spoken, words like Esperanza. The music sung and played by children touches hearts, and so here is our first duet for you. It's called Two for the Show. Many of us hibernate, like bears, squirrels, and chipmunks, and like them too, we gain some weight to survive the winter months. It's not that hard to do with all the celebration fun. There's cookies, cakes, and chips and dips, and occasionally hot cross buns.
Okay, go by.
Years of teaching beginning band, if I had $1 for every time I heard that song. I like the winter and the snow, but north of Montreal, I skied in 60 below wind chill. I felt like a snowball. New England's cold is fine, but move to Quebec anytime soon? No way, I'll stay right here and sing Au Clair de la Lune. The relatives are visiting. You have the room, so it should work, but sometimes some you didn't even know you had come out of the woodwork. Just when you think you fit them all, you get a strange sensation. 3 hours ago, your Aunt Ruth called. She's waiting down by the station. Cooking, cleaning, laundry by the boatload makes its way into your hamper. Man, I bet you can't wait for New Year's Day. The relatives you love, and gee, the holidays are neat, but it's not exactly like you're taking a walk down the easy street. Thankfully, I'm not the host of my family's activities. I go to my Aunt Penny's for the annual festivities. This year I was brave and finally learned the family game, Chinese checkers. Now my life will never be the same. We ate some turkey, opened some presents, and had a chance to talk, and then we went and took the dogs on a 3-mile country walk. Holidays at someone else's house are such a blessing. To have the fun and not to have to deal with all the messing. And gifts received, we have no clue what we have in this country. In other places, an entire town might not get what's under one tree. While getting lots of gifts is great, sometimes it takes forever to sort out what is whose and then try getting it together. When we leave my aunt's house, it's never easy, by the way. There's a slope of 30 degrees and a 90-degree turn in her driveway. I grunt and I groan and I crank on the wheel, and I envy not Uncle Raymond, who snow blows the thing for 3 hours and wishes he bought that place in the Caymans. I go back, I go forth, and reverse and then first, and my clutch and I don't get along. Then I calm down in only 20 minutes, and merrily we roll along. Often in the summer months, we long for winter's chill, dripping hot and feeling like the heat might make us ill. But when entrenched in winter and we're hip deep in the snow, we dream of summer's lakes and oceans and long to lightly row. Around 1849, the Duke of Bohemia's story came forth in a song that was written by two brothers, Neil and Thomas Helmore. A song of winter and of generosity it was. This Duke they sang of had a strange first name, was Wenceslas. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. This time of year, as we do celebrate the joy we get from giving, that joy is often lost the rest of the year in the bustle of living. So as you battle snow and rain and heat and leaves, please think of this. Give to the whole world, not just those around you, like jolly old St. Nicholas. Just take a few seconds to switch to our 5th grade band. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your patience. These students that you've been hearing, that you're about to hear, excuse me, the students that you're about to hear have been playing for a year and a half now. And you have to understand that a lot of instrumental teachers do not want to teach beginning band because so much of it at the beginning, like I said, learning how to open their cases, learning how to put the instrument in their hands, learning how to put the instrument in their mouth, all these mechanical issues. I absolutely love it because you're making something out of nothing. It's excellent. I love it, and I'm so proud of what the 4th grade band has done. Now, even by the end of this year, you'll hear that our 4th graders will start to do things with more independent parts. But by the 2nd year, you'll hear that each of the different sections up here, we have melody, we have harmony, we have percussion parts, and we have accompaniment parts. And we start to learn about form. One of the forms that we're learning about is theme and variations. It's where you take a simple piece and you take, if you look up something, the little theme from Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Mozart went on for like 14 minutes with variations on Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Every time you repeat it, you make some kind of change or variance. So this is theme and variations number 3, based on Go Tell Aunt Rhody. song is a medley of 3 pieces that you would have either heard a month ago today or will hear 11 months from today. This is December 25th medley. Before we play our final piece, I'd just like to point out that one of the strongest players up here that you see in our 5th grade band is in fact a 4th grader who began this year, Diane Ironco. She told me that I embarrassed her sufficiently this afternoon, but I didn't believe her. So. But, she's playing very, very well. And the final piece that we're going to play for you, the title sounds like it's a convoluted collection of months. It actually goes along with a story. It's April, May, March, and June. It's a story about a trumpet player, a high school trumpet player in a marching band who breaks her leg. And the band director is very concerned because she's the strongest trumpet player in the band, and they have a big marching band competition coming in June. So he kind of takes it upon himself to write a letter to her doctor and says, "Doc, this kid is really, really important to this band. Is there any chance that she'll be able to make the competition?" He gets a letter back, says yes. April, May, March, and June. there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the future of the Plymouth Instrumental Program.
I get to share with you what we've been doing all this time. And I was thinking this morning as I was driving and clutching my steering wheel that this would be the concert that almost wasn't, but very glad that we're here tonight. And we're going to get things started with a simple song sung two ways. You're going to hear the chorus sing it in unison, which is one part all together at the same time, and then they're going to sing it as a round. So you'll hear that same tune kind of layered. So one part will be singing at one time, and one part will be singing at another time. And all together it makes a very interesting piece. So this is Ring-a-Ding-Dong. It's a round in two parts. Those of you who travel know it's a great big world out there. So much to do, so much to see. And I truly believe everybody is spending their lives looking for the place where they fit in. And our next piece from the musical Pippin expresses exactly that. It's a song about finding one's place and fitting in. This is Corner of the Sky.
Show me a reason and I'll
about 5-6 years ago, and living up here, I really have come to appreciate the seasons, especially the turning of the seasons, when we've got things like the leaves changing colors and the days growing shorter and a little bit colder, and of course then there's the wild geese, the wild Canada geese that honk and fly overhead in their ubiquitous V formation. We've all seen those, of course. Our next song is about the wild geese and how they know that winter is coming. This is Something Told the Wild Geese. It is customary around this time in our program for me to say just a few quick words of thanks to those people involved in helping to make this happen. I would first like to recognize our pianist this evening and my dear husband, Eric Faust. Thanks to our building principal, Crystal Collins, and of course my colleague and partner in crime, Rob Carter. Thanks for all your help and support. And can't forget our custodial staff, our behind-the-scenes folks who set up all these chairs, the risers, and break them down when the evening is done. We really appreciate all of your hard work. And of course, you, the parents and family and relatives and friends in our school community, it means so much to the kids to have you come out and support our music program tonight. So thank you for making the journey. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy our last piece on the program. This is the American folk tune, Old Dan Tucker.
All the people were running around saying, "Oh, Have a pleasant, safe, and warm evening.